Just trying to grab a couple of shots, put into my intro. I'm almost done with it, but I need a few more shots just to fill it up. This isn't the shot, and to be honest with you guys, I don't even think I'm really going to use the shot that I do have here. I don't know, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing here, or what I'm going to do to fill out the intro. To be honest with you guys, I'm not really digging most of the pictures I've been taking lately. I don't know, they've been decent, but I mean, my pictures still kind of suck in comparison to some of the other guys, which I mean, I'm cool with it, but I've got visions for like good stuff. It just doesn't turn out right, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's it, I guess. Now this is a nice, concealed, simple kind of shot. There are just a few things that I can do and that I have done to make it a little bit better. Which, as you guys see, I've got the black background, but if you see that little light coming up on their hands or up on Batman's shoulder, I'm actually using a white background, a white piece of construction paper for the bottom because it reflects light up better than the black obviously would. So that'll just add some more light to your pictures. I like to try and keep the white on the bottom if I can, just to get a little bit more light into it. Also, you can see that the way the light's hitting is this guy right here, the Court of Owls member, his shadow's not hitting the backdrop, which is always nice. And then just something that I could add is just some cutouts, and I've got a couple different options. I'll probably show all of them in P.M.P. just because I'm not really sure which one I like the most. But for this shot, I'm just using my my Harvey Dent figure, which I took the head off a long time ago to make Tony Stark, but he ended up being kind of too short for what I would be using him for. So I was just kind of messing around, looking for different heads that just to use him as a thug type character. And then I was looking through a little baggie that I have with parts and just some random accessories for figures, and I saw the Vega alternate head, and I popped that on, and I'm like, yeah, it looks kind of like he could be some sort of gangster type dude, maybe like a higher up type. And then I was like, wait a minute, the other Vega head, that sort of looks like the Court of Owls mask. So that's really what's going on here. I just sort of have this Court of Owls type picture going. But yeah, like I said, I'll try and put in the white paper on the bottom just because I think it works better sometimes. See, I think he looks kind of good as some kind of mob boss type character. You know, anyone looks good with a briefcase and a suit. You know that. That's obvious stuff. But yeah, I think I'm going to use him as a mob boss type thing. If you guys didn't know, over on the ACBA Facebook page, it is currently November, spelled KNOW-VEMBER, /unknownvember some people are doing, but it's more of a November for most people, which basically you'll take a picture of pretty much anything, and then you'll just kind of give some background info. And this one is about Harley Quinn. For those of you guys that did not know, Harley Quinn first appeared in the Batman animated series of the 1990s. She first appeared in an episode called Joker's Favor, which is listed as, I believe, the sixth episode of the series on some websites, but there's kind of been an argument type of thing on what episode came first and whatnot, but that's where she first appeared. She was later adapted into the comic books because she was such a well-liked character. She was given a background story of her being Harleen Quinzel, who worked at Arkham Asylum and was fascinated by the Joker and quickly fell in love with him, and then later broke him out of jail and became Harley Quinn. So yeah, I thought I'd just drop some knowledge on you guys. But yeah.
got a shot of my Secret Avengers, a little bit more of a modern team for the Secret Avengers. I was able to finagle that Valkyrie. I'll go over her in a minute. But yeah, I know it's not the right Giant Man, but it works. Pretty sure it's not the right Ant-Man either. But yeah, just got a little shot, sort of something like this. I had way too much intensity on Giant Man's back, but not much I can do about that. That looks pretty nice though. Yep. Alright, so here she is. She's okay. Basic sculpt, basic paint, but she's essential, and unfortunately this is the only version we've got right now. Hopefully they redo her on that new Hasbro body that they're making, because this figure is way too small. Like, here she is next to Toy Biz's Miss Marvel, and she should be much taller than Miss Marvel. And here she is next to Drax, who she should also be taller than. Well, she shouldn't be taller than Drax, but she should be taller than this body. And she is not. This Drax figure is too small to begin with, so that was always a problem, I thought, with Drax. But anyway, let me just start with her sword. Her sword's got like a little eagle head sculpted on it. Not bad. The paint chips on this real easy. Like mine, you can see is all chipped up. Another thing she comes with that's removable. She's got her sheath right here on her side that comes off, but it's just a solid piece of plastic. You can't actually put the sword in there. The sword is actually like just the exact same amount of thickness, so you know. But that's so stupid that they did that. One sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My mom was leaving and she accidentally set off the alarm, so I had to go shut that off. But anyway, yeah, the articulation's also pretty bad on this figure. One more thing, her cape is removable, which you'll see her a lot more often like this probably in the comics, but her pigtails are much longer. The head gets a pretty decent range of motion. It's on a ball joint only, no hinge, but gets pretty good motion. It comes off really easily though, and you guys can see there's no paint shading in there at all. She's all just flat colors. Guys, well, she's got ball jointed shoulders, no bicep swivel. She's got the elbows, where it's a swivel and a hinge. Look though, it doesn't even get 90 degrees on the hinge. And then she's got the same thing for the wrist where they rotate and there's a hinge in there, which isn't bad. She's got a diaphragm joint which serves as the waist swivel. It can go forward a little bit, it can go back decent. That's really all you're going to get from it. And then this is probably the worst part. She's got the Black Bolt / Doc Samson / New Loki, which I still need to get all three of those figures. But anyway, it's got that type of hip where it's wide jointed, but there's not actually a ball at the hip. So it just goes out like this to go forward. So her leg is sideways. She does have the Hasbro knees where you rotate at the knee, but it messes with the sculpt and it looks awkward. And then the knee gets less than 90 degrees. It's a pain in the ass for posing. She's difficult to pose well. And then her feet are just like everything else that Hasbro really puts out prior to the Return of Marvel Legends. But yeah, I mean, she's a pretty bad figure overall, but I mean, she's pretty essential to have. And unfortunately, this is the only version that they've made so far. I really hope they redo her on that new body that they're making, because she is a cool character, and I would really love to have a good version of her. But yeah. I guess in a way I'm kind of copying Boog on this one, but it's really just a simple shot. I was just kind of messing around with some MU figs, and just got them into a nice little pose there. So I thought, why not? I'll just take a flick. Might add a cutout or something. But again, like I said, it's simple. Just got the Astonishing X-Men looking in on like a past event of Sabretooth versus Wolverine. I could have added in more, but I really didn't want to because I don't have the full team. I'm missing the Astonishing Colossus, and my Astonishing Beast is broken, but he's still, like, he could still do a vanilla pose. He's just, like, cracked in half in a way. But yeah, like I said, I'm really just missing that Colossus. And otherwise, I'm pretty sure I've got the whole team. Yeah, I've got everyone else. I've actually got 2 Kitty Prides, just 1 Emma Frost. Thank the Lord. That figure sucks. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably just throw in a cutout and then be done with this one. This is a little bit of cover style ACBA. Maybe like the Ultimates or something like that. I don't know. But just using that Miles Morales Spidey. The movie Mark 6 and then the Series 8 Ultimate Captain America. Which, to be honest with you guys, I really dislike this Series 8 cap. I mean, the articulation is fabulous, and I love the paint job on it. I can't believe I just said fabulous, but I love the paint job on this guy, like his boots and his gloves. But the head sculpt really just ruins it for me. They made it really, really awkward. Let me see if I can focus in on that. Not as well, but they made the head sculpt really not that great on this figure. That's why I'm actually pretty excited about the Hasbro one that they're going to be releasing hopefully pretty soon. I think that one looks really nice, and it's got the removable vest, it looks like. I think that figure looks sick. And the head is basically like a resculpt of the Steve Rogers head from Return to Marvel Legends Wave 1. So I think that looks really good. I'm pretty stoked for that figure. I wish I had the Iron Man 2 Mark IV figure, because I think that figure is way cooler than the Mark 6. But you know how things go. Yeah, this is a simple little display. I've got the Miles up on a stand. I've got a stand going into Iron Man's arm. You guys can't really see it, but and Iron Man's shoulder pads really just kind of covering up both those stands, or well, Miles' stand, and his stand's kind of self-covered. But yeah, I like this one. I think it looks good. I think Miles looks good in it. How he's kind of grabbing the web with 2 arms, or with 2 hands. I think that looks really natural. It looks cool. But yeah, this one is simple. By the way, I brought in a second lamp from my other room just because I don't really go in there too often as of late. But I mean, this is the one that really lights up my whole room. And then this one I just got plugged in at the corner, and I can have it on with different sets of lighting, you know. Just to light up my pictures and whatnot. I think it really helps, because, like, here's that same one that you guys just saw with just the Detolf lighting. Let me focus in. Hold on. Focus camera. There we go. That's it, just with the Detolf lighting. And then, boom. Which is how I had it, which I think looks a lot better. Yeah, just a comment. You guys could always add some lighting to your pictures and stuff like that. Alright guys, this has been another episode of ACBA Practice Makes Perfect. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. I know that it's a shorter episode, same with the last week. These week, like, I'm trying to put them out consistently once a week, so they're going to be shorter now. Just because I'm not buying as much as I used to and stuff like that. So I'm not showing off as much stuff. And also, since it's school, I don't do a lot. And I was sick this week, so, you know. So like I said, the weeks are going to be shorter. But, you know, I'm still going to try and release them once a week, every Saturday. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I think next week might be... well, actually, no. I was going to say maybe next week would be a little bit longer, but probably not. It might even be a bit shorter. The episodes are probably going to consistently be around this time period, like this time, lengthwise, until around Christmas, because I'll be getting a ton of stuff then. So, you know, the episode after Christmas is going to be a big one. But yeah, you know, I've just been messing around a lot lately with some figures. I want to do. I love doing Batman stuff. It's just the figures aren't great for doing it. You know what I mean? The articulation just isn't there. I really wish that, as much as this is odd to say, I wish Hasbro had rights to Batman, because they could really, just like using the Legend bodies, they could really do that line justice. That would be really sick. But you know, the DC has done really good. Mattel has done really good with a lot of the characters sculpt-wise. So that's good. But yeah, it's just a simple one I set up. But like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Practice makes perfect. Be sure to tune in next week. I'll definitely be having an episode out. Gonna try for Saturday. If not, it'll be up Sunday. I didn't talk about it, but I'll probably talk about it next week about The Walking Dead. I actually saw this past week's episode late, so I just saw it 2 days ago. So I'm ready for tomorrow, because it's Saturday right now when I'm filming this. I am ready for tomorrow for the new ep to come out. But yeah, I'll talk about The Walking Dead in next week's episode, because I think that's a great show. And yeah, I didn't pick up comics this week, so I'll do that next week. Yeah, now I'm just kind of rambling. But I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.